Hello and welcome back to Sound Bites. My name is Rob Carson. Glad to be here on Spoonie Radio, Spoonie.com. And we have much to get to in the second half of the show. A little bit of food industry news. And I'm not talking like, if you own a restaurant. I'm talking about just if you eat. Okay? Kind of fun things. Something new. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's, always an inventor in America. You don't want to spill your French fries on the way home. Amazon has a way. Now there's a product that'll hold your fries for you in the car. Where's the fun in that? I mean, isn't it one of the joyous things about in the spring when you clean your car and you find old French fries and stuff under the seat? Anyway, so that's coming up. Foods you just don't throw away. Things you should not throw away. Like chicken bones. You shouldn't throw them away. In case you don't know why, I'll explain. Wasabi that you're being fed at your favorite sushi restaurant is not wasabi. They've done an official taste testing of tap water in the United States and Canada, and the town that has the best tap water. A brawl at a Huntsville, Alabama buffet over crab legs. And if there's anything worth fighting for, it's crab legs. Meat-free meals at fast food restaurants ranked. Al Roker's lost a bunch of weight again. And is moldy food safe to eat? Yeah, it is. Some of it is. Not all of it. Don't get me wrong. If you want to check me out on Facebook, it is Rob Carson's Table. And on Twitter, it's Rob Carson. If you want to write me personally, carsonontheradio@gmail.com. Fries on the fly. That is a new French fry carton holder that is placed in your cup holder in your car. Makes it easier for you to eat the fries. You can't hold yourself from waiting until you get home. And let's just go ahead and say it. Really, the only way to eat McDonald's fries is on the way home from McDonald's. Right? Really, the only way to eat fries from McDonald's is on the way home from McDonald's. They're just best that way. They're going to be okay when you get them home. When I went through this like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, they're going to descend pretty quickly into inedible. That's just the way it is. Apparently, this design by a company called Sauce-Moto, so sauce with O-Moto. It has a clip that attaches to your car for an easy on-the-go dipping, so you can put your ketchup or sweet and sour sauce in there as well. I got to tell you, if you were concerned about distracted driving, and I've done this topic on the radio before, and that is because they're all, you're not supposed to talk on the phone, you're not supposed to, and don't text. I mean that for sure, don't text. But I actually talked about, I said, what were you eating when you had the accident? And I had loaded phone lines because people, when you eat, you are distracted. And it's not a really good idea to eat. But if your wife is there and she's got the frites, from McDonald's, the fries, she can hold them and you can, or if she's driving, you can hold whatever, it doesn't matter. Or your significant other, I don't care, whatever. So anyway, that's available on Amazon, and it's called Fries on the Fly. Hey, God bless American ingenuity. Okay, 10 foods you should not throw away yet. This is interesting. I'm pretty careful about using leftovers, etc. For instance, if I get a rotisserie chicken from Costco or Sam's Club or Walmart or whatever, we eat the chicken and I strip it off. I strip that carcass off and I throw those bones in with water and the mirepoix, which is the Holy Trinity, which is carrots, onions, celery. I usually do peppercorns, bay leaves, sea salt. That's about it, really. You might occasionally add a little bit of thyme. You might even add oregano, basil, whatever. And boil them. And boil the crap out of it. Make the best damn broth in the world. Use it. Now, something interesting is going to happen. when you do that, and you've done this with, maybe you've done it with the turkey carcasses or chicken carcasses, when you take it out and you strain everything off and you put that in a refrigerator, the fat will rise to the top and it will become chicken jelly or turkey jelly. That's just the way it is. Because of the collagen in the bones creates Jell-O. Now, that's okay. It's fine. Gives you the opportunity to scrape the fat off the top. But the next time when you cook, you're going to have to turn on the heat, and that congealed broth, and that's what it is, will melt and it'll become glorious, glorious broth. Just glorious, glorious broth. So never, never, never throw away a chicken or a turkey carcass. Never do it. Come on. You can do it with pork. You can do it with fish. But honestly, the best is chicken or turkey. Here's something interesting. When you have the hard rind cheese, like brie, some of these cheeses that have the rind that you want to cut off, apparently there's something called fromage fort, which is strong cheese. And what you do is you take you blend in the food processor pieces of leftover cheeses, hard and soft, with white wine, garlic, and some herbs. I'm assuming, again, thyme is part of that. And you make this thing called fromage fort. Okay? You can use those cheese leftovers on pizza. If you have Parmesan rinds, you can add them to boiling soup or pasta sauce. And that's interesting. Why not? Other things. Here's something I never understood when I was a child, but I absolutely understand now. Bacon grease. Bacon fat left over. You do not throw that away. Do not throw that away. It is glorious. Says here you can use it pasta when you roast vegetables instead of butter when scrambling eggs or frying potatoes. Rub it on chicken breast before roasting, or use it when you make caramelized onions. Yeah, sure, why not? Kind of like instead of vegetable oil, you could use bacon fat. I've used it in mac cheese. I've used it on the onions. I've used it in potato salad. Bacon fat is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And it's terrific flavor, and it's terrific fat, and it won't cause heart disease. Stale bread. Make it into croutons for super salad. Duh. Homemade breadcrumbs. I've done that before. We make homemade breadcrumbs. That's nice. Or bread pudding. Bread pudding is wonderful. Bread pudding is easy too. Bread pudding is so easy. And I'll do it with like a whiskey sauce, I've made a couple of bread puddings that are just mind-bendingly awesome. Black bananas. So when your bananas go bad, even when they're black, they're still edible. Even when they're black, they're still edible. Now, something that I've done the last week, and I think I might have told you the last time I was on. Take your bananas that you're not going to eat, peel them before you put them in the freezer. Because otherwise you're going to have to wait for the peels to unfreeze to use them. So take the bananas out of the peels, put them in the freezer. One of the things that I've been enjoying the last couple days is a banana ice cream made without bananas. Okay? And so basically what it is frozen bananas, a little bit of like 2% milk. Milk, I say milk, not milk. And you throw it in the food processor, and it makes ice cream. It really does, and it's wonderful. I would add bananas or mango, just flavor it up a little more, but don't ever throw bananas away. Save them, put them in the freezer, make banana bread. Banana bread. Banana ice cream. Muffins, all of that. It just don't throw, never, ever throw bananas away. Never, unless there's a rat gnawing on it in your kitchen. Do not throw bananas away. They are perfectly fine. They're saying in this article, vegetable tops, carrot tops, fennel fronds, beet greens. I've had beet greens before. I never buy carrots with that's just so artsy-fartsy. The carrot tops, Apparently they're edible and tasty too if you know how to use them. You can saute them with garlic, onion, olive oil, Add them to soups. Beet greens good in smoothies. Really? Are they really that good in smoothies? Can you really taste a beet green in a smoothie? No, not really. It's just you can throw anything into a smoothie and get away with it. You can throw, I don't know, whatever in a smoothie. Pumpkin and squash seeds, obviously you can make a snack. You dry them out and then you throw them in the oven. Pickle juice, says here, can be added to salads or salad dressings. Maybe. Plus, it's fairly great for hangover. Bull crap. No way, man. I'm never going to be into this whole pickle juice thing, like freezing pickle juice and making pickle popsicles. No. Not going to do it. Sour milk. This is interesting. Sour milk. How are you going to use sour milk? Apparently, and I've done this with if you want to make buttermilk, what do you do to milk? I generally whole fat milk is what I use, and you pour a whatever container, quart maybe, and you put a tablespoon of white vinegar in it. The chemical reaction creates buttermilk. Okay, I would recommend using a high fat milk, but apparently you can make cottage cheese from it. So you add vinegar to heated sour milk. Homogenize the liquid as you normally would make cheese. Once the curds are separated, rinse through a colander and you're done. I didn't know this. Okay. My kids, that's one of the things my kids have not had and don't want to try. They don't want it. They don't, maybe they try. They just don't eat it. And that is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is not popular with younger people. I'm not saying that I'm like, oh my God, cottage cheese is the best thing ever. Well, yeah, I had cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese. It's okay. It's not one of those things. Hey, honey, let's go to that new cottage theme restaurant cottage cheese theme restaurant that we've been. It's not going to happen. Finally, another thing that you shouldn't throw away, and they're saying on this article, leftover coffee. Okay, leftover coffee can be used in other things, including marinades. Yeah, why not? Why not? For sure. Tiramisu. No, you want fresh coffee for that. One thing that I've used coffee grounds for, fertilizing the plants. Apparently coffee is pretty good for fertilizing the plants. Generally, if I'm going to make a dessert like tiramisu, I'm going to use fresh espresso, not coffee grounds that have been used before. I hate to be a snob, but yeah, kind of. Red Robin has introduced its new El Ranchero burger as part of the new Burger Masters series, and these look great. I love Red Robin. I think it's a great restaurant chain. I love it, love it, love it. Burger Master Noel Guerrero, who's not to be confused with the Burgermeister Burger, said that the El Ranchero starts with a fresh beef patty, grilled, topped with house-made jalapeno ranch, candied bacon, American cheese, onion straws, barbecue ketchup, tomatoes, and shredded romaine on a sesame seed bun. $12.59 at the local Red Robin, which includes bottomless fries. So, why the heck not? This chef, by the way, Burger Master Noel Guerrero, been with Red Robin for 21 years. Red Robin is just great. They have a couple things that are just wonderful. I'm a fan of Red Robin. I love their onion tower, the onion rings. When my kids and I used to go there, we'd fight over the big ones, And it was wonderful. A couple of dipping sauces. You'd had your ranch and you had the whatever sauce and the ketchup. And it's wonderful. They do a nice job at Red Robin. They do a nice job at Red Robin. Let's talk about a sponsor. How about Pit Barrel Cookers? I'm going to just say something to you, those of you, and I don't want to discriminate against anybody, but a lot of guys, men like me, get into smoking and barbecue, and you can grill stuff, and that's all great, and you can throw some charcoal on a grill, and you can whatever, and you can use a gas grill, whatever, and some people would say that's like rolling your stove out into your deck, but until you learn the ways of the smoke, you're not going to enjoy truly great barbecue. Pit Barrel Cookers are absolutely amazing. Pit Barrel Cookers are absolutely amazing. And they are made by Noah Glanville and his wife, Amber, and they are just glorious. When I moved to Kansas City, there are tons and tons of cookers and smokers available here, and this is the one that made me say, wow, because it's simple. It's absolutely simple. It is just a barrel, essentially, custom made, of course, with a special coating on the outside that will not crumble or age or fade or all that stuff. And you hang your meats inside, or you can use it like a grill. And you just put the coals in the bottom with the wood, and you just open this little vent according to the altitude that you're at, and you let it go. All right. For those of you watching on YouTube, you can see those are foods that I've made in my pit barrel cooker, whether it be pork butt or brisket or ribs or burgers, whatever. It is. It's a wonderful thing. Pit Barrel Cooker, PIT barrelcooker.com, pitbarrelcooker.com. Get to know it. Get to know these terrific cookers, because you're going to love them. You're absolutely going to love them. So the wasabi you get in Asian restaurants, and I've known about this for a while, and I saw an article about it and I wanted to share with you. Okay? You go there and you get your wasabi buzz, and I've used powdered wasabi, and I've used, prepared wasabi, which has vinegar in it, and you get powdered wasabi, and you take powdered wasabi and you reconstitute it with rice vinegar, and you get wasabi, right? And you're thinking wasabi is this whatever plant made in Japan. Well, it is. But quite simply, that green paste that comes with sushi is just horseradish. It's embellished horseradish mixed with mustard extract and citric acid and green food dye. Authentic wasabi actually comes from the Japanese herbal root that's very rare and difficult to harvest, kind of like morel mushrooms. Those factors, combined with a high demand for it, actually a sushi restaurant staple, it's so rare and costly that restaurants could never get away with plopping it down on their sushi platters, and certainly not free of charge. Okay? So basically, real wasabi has been usurped by demand because, sushi has gained such enormous popularity internationally and particularly in the U.S., so they can't keep up with wasabi demand, so they're doing fake wasabi. So you're getting fake wasabi. I got to tell you, I probably have never had real wasabi. I don't think I ever have had real wasabi, because it's always been that green paste. It's always tasted the same. It's always good. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with horseradish. And if horseradish works on sushi, then God bless horseradish. Horseradish is great. I love horseradish. Never did as a kid. Best tap water in America. I got to tell you, the whole bottled water thing is kind of stupid. And I've talked about this before, because you'll go into a store, and you'll go over and you'll see a bottle of whatever Springs water, and then you'll see a bottle of Diet Coke, a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke, and the whatever water costs $3 water, and the Diet Coke is 99 cents. And I always say that would make sense if 3/4 of the world's surface were covered with Diet Coke, or if my toilet bowl filled with Sprite. If I watered my lawn with Pepsi, that would make sense. That said, there are people who determine what the best water is. Now, water is made of hydrogen and nitrogen. I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen atom put together, H2O. And it's supposed to be flavorless, colorless, liquid. It's an amazing liquid, by the way. Amazing liquid. But, of course, because we run it through pipes and we got on a million things and all this, and you got real water, and there's another thing. You hear this thing where people are like, well, I couldn't drink water that's been run through the sewage process. Every ounce of water you've ever consumed in your life has been consumed and peed out by animals for billions of years. Every bit of water on this planet has been through animals countless times. Sorry, I hate to tell you this. That's the circle of life. Berkeley Springs International Water Tasting held their annual Berkeley Springs, West Virginia water tasting. Wow, that's good. You need a spit bucket for that. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Paul Giamatti lifting up that spit bucket and drinking a bunch of spit water? I don't think so. Sideways is the movie I'm referring to. 29th annual event. Water was poured in wine glasses, sniffed, swirled, tasted by the discerning tongues of a panel of trained, certified water tasters. The waters were rated for attributes such as appearance, aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and aftertaste. Judges were instructed that water should be odorless, should taste clean and light, and should leave you thirsty for more. Well, only if you're, like depleted on water, Best tasting tap water globally was from Clearbrook, British Columbia, by the way. I imagine somebody's going to go up there and bottle that water and sell it for a stupid amount of money. Best tasting tap water in the United States was from El Dorado Springs, Colorado. It makes you kind of want a road trip there, doesn't it? Drive 1,000 miles to go get a glass of water. And these people also fill their toilets with the same water and take showers in the same water and water their lawns in the same water. Yeah. Yeah. And wash their clothes in the same water. Other categories were judged as well, including best bottled water, which is Smeraldina natural artisan water from Sardinia, Italy, which, again, make the trip. Honestly, if water is this good, shouldn't they be selling this water at auction? Shouldn't they be selling this water at auction? At auction, water auctions like they do wine auctions. Shouldn't they if it's that good? Really? Seriously? Excuse me. Wow. Sorry. Highly pretentious. Highly pretentious. Oh, best purified drinking water. Berkeley Springs purified water. Okay. Best purified water. Purified water is, the most purified water is which has been distilled, which is pure H2O, which has nothing in it but H2O. And people prefer to put that in your iron. Your ironing clothes. Full-on brawl broke out at Huntsville, Alabama. Two hangry diners could not agree on who was first in line for fresh boiled batch of crab legs. You need to steam them. Local police officer Jared Johnson was dining at the Meteor Buffet when he says the pair, identified as Chiquita Jenkins and John Chapman, began tossing dishes and wielding tongs as sword-like weapons. This sounds like a movie. This is so funny. Things reportedly got heated after the patrons waited 20 minutes in line for crab legs. When the food finally arrived, there was a dispute, as Johnson described it, a fencing match between Jenkins and Chapman. Everyone was saying, they cut in line, she cut in line, he cut in line, I was here first. Literally, as I sat down and maybe took 2 bites out of my plate, there was a woman who's beating a man. People are moving around. Plates are shattering everywhere. Jenkins was dining with her children at the time of the incident, was later charged with third-degree assault. Chapman, who walked away with a cut to his head, was arrested for disorderly conduct. Both are scheduled to appear in court. Both offenders admitted to letting tempers sway their judgment. Johnson added, you're not you when you're not hungry. Kind of, sort of, maybe relatable. Well, crab legs are pretty damn good. When they're big old Alaskan king crab legs and they're steamed to perfection. Al Roker is dieted again. And, listen, we all do this. Al Roker got to gastric bypass from years ago, lost a bunch of weight, needed to lose another 40. So we got on the keto diet, 40 pounds. Cholesterol's good, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't like the keto diet. I don't like it. I think it's bullcrap. You should be able to eat carbs. And when we do this, just eat. Eat the way... Here's an idea. Whenever I lose weight and I'm successful, I just eat less. That's what I do. I eat less. It's that easy. It's that easy. Top 10 meat-free fast food meals ranked, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm not sure where this is from. I apologize. Number 10 is the Burger King Morningstar Veggie Burger. Yeah. They have a black bean burger that I get at Sam's or Costco, and it's okay. It's still not meat, though. Gosh, it's just not meat. Del Taco's half pound bean and cheese burrito. That's just bean and cheese. In-N-Out animal-style grilled cheese. Animal sauce is a part of this? What is that? Grilled onions. Carl's Jr.'s Beyond Famous Star. I don't know what that is exactly, but apparently it's pretty good. Veggie patty. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Wendy's cheese baked potato. Okay, so just get a baked potato, some cheese on it. There you go. Done. 440 calories. Why not? Taco Bell 7-layer burrito, which is 250, 510 calories. Obviously, all of the the ingredients are not meat. Chipotle, the sofritas burrito, which is a seasoned tofu. I'll try it sometime. I'll do it. Obviously, my favorite is the steak, then the chicken, then the carnitas. But I might have to try it. Five Guys custom grilled cheese sandwiches. You can add mushrooms, jalapenos, caramelized onions, double cheese. I like that. That sounds pretty good, actually. Five Guys kicks butt. Shake Shack's shroom burger. I'm assuming this is a portobello. Yeah. Melted cheese, a fried portobello, which is awesome. And White Castle has Impossible sliders. I have not had these, but apparently they're pretty good. Impossible sliders are the current champion of meat-free fast food. The gold standard of all future vegan and vegetarian items. We'll have to stand up to. I gotta get the White Castles to try them. I'm going to get regular sliders too, but I gotta get the White Castles and try them. Didn't get a chance to do the moldy foods are safe to eat thing. We will have to do that in the very next episode of the show, which is called Sound Bites, by the way. That's what I like to call it. Also, in the next one, Starbucks has new cloud macchiatos. Apparently, Ariana Grande came up with those. And other stuff. Oh, and then some more Lay's potato chip flavors, including beer cheese. Why the heck not? Okay. My name is Rob Carson. This is called Sound Bites. If you would like to check out my cooking videos, there's a website online. It is called monkeyc.com. Monkeyc, MONKYSEE.com. And basically, you just go there and you look up Rob Carson. Okay? monkeyc.com, Rob Carson. Also, if you get a chance to, check out my Facebook food blog, which is Rob Carson's Table. Rob Carson's Table, I put up all sorts of food porn up there, including the cinnamon roll python that I made last week, among other things. So I really greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Write me, carsonontheradio@gmail.com, carsonontheradio@gmail.com. See you the next time. Foodie.com, Foodie Radio. Soundbite. See you soon.